This part of lesson 6 is talking about VR headsets. And it's kind of a neat little thing to know about, especially if you get into any of the virtual reality gear as far as you're trying to put footage together for it. So one of the clips it wants us to look at is going to be further media, and then open up your 360 intro. It wants us to go ahead and play our clip. I already have mine moved in a little bit further so you can see the guy walking
I'm
across.
in a 360 environment right now.
If you're having trouble
Johnny's
viewing
garden
this
is going to be
with
shot
your current
in
computer,
a full
you may need to
four-wall
come in and
set.
change your resolution
That means
to
that
something
it doesn't
lower,
really
'cause
matter
this is
which
a
way the
4K
camera is
clip.
pointing.
My system's handling it actually fairly nice. But notice the clip is a little strange to look at. And that's because it was built as a spherical video intended for a VR headset. And right now it's flat. It's been flattened into a 2D environment so we can see it. However, Premiere Pro has some really neat settings. You want to come here to your settings and come to VR video and choose enable. What this is going to do is going to put it back into a 3D space. So now you can see it's a rectangle versus that flattened 2D environment that we had. One of the other things that you notice on the sides here is different angle numbers. So you can move this around and they adjust as you're moving your footage. So I'm just clicking and dragging to see different views inside of this clip. However, because of these numbers here, your viewing space is smaller. You can come again into VR video and unclick show controls. That gives you a little bit more space. And to get yourself additional space, go back into VR video and come to settings. And the book is telling us to do our horizontal at 150 and then say OK. Notice it's much wider now. And then even though those controls are missing from the sides, I can still click in the center and drag around what angle or what view I'm seeing this at. So that's kind of how you set up any VR footage that you're getting that's 3D. How you turn it from the 2D flat stuff to 3D. Also be mindful, like the stuff you'll want to test on each of the VR headsets once you export it to make sure it's playing correctly, because each headset's going to be a little bit different in settings. So just like when we're exporting different content for different platforms, we have specific settings. You'll want to double check that your work is good for this stuff as well. Before we leave out of this clip, the book is telling us to reset our or deselect the VR video enable. So when you click it again, it disables it and puts it back to the 2D flat. So that is the little section of VR that is in lesson 6.